Introducing Cage.
Cut the music. There is a lot of things to say. So listen up. I am Cage. And we did have the first ever KBW pay-per-view. If you hadn't went and checked it out, you missed some of the greatest matches that I myself have ever been a part of and watched. We had an amazing Money in the Bank match and an amazing match between me and AK for both titles on the line. And before I spoil them, I want to give each and every one of you an opportunity to go watch these matches. They should be in the links below. They should be popping up on the screen. Something you can click on and go watch these matches if you haven't watched them. And if you have watched them, you were a part of KBW history. You got to witness some of the greatest matches ever in KBW. So now, before I spoil them, this is the aftermath. There will be no matches. There will be a match between the Bama Kid, Lomi Horse Assassino, The Beasts, and Pac-Man that will be uploaded right after this video is on. You go check that out and go watch this. But this is the aftermath. You get to hear the interview that everyone wants to hear, the interview with CJ. But before we get to that, we have a couple other people that would like to get something off their chest. Here's the first interview with my boy, my protege, the former World Heavyweight Champion, one of the participants in the Money in the Bank, the Bulldozer. Roll the footage. Like I said, I am Cage, and I'm here today to conduct an interview with one of the men that participated in a phenomenal Money in the Bank match. One of the greatest matches I've ever seen in KBW. If you haven't watched it, go check it out. Because I promise you, you will be amazed. Mind blown. And this man I'm about to conduct this interview with is one of the reasons that video was mind blowing. The match was the second ever Money in the Bank match. And the winner of that match was D-Man. He was a participant. Pac-Man, The Beast, Tornado, and the man I'm about to conduct the interview with were all a part of that match. He is a former World Heavyweight Champion. He is the biggest and baddest dude in KBW. He is the Bulldozer. Now, Bulldozer, I know you're mad. I know you're angry. But so I'm going to get straight to the point. How do you feel about the outcome of that match?
How do I feel? How do I feel, Cage? I'll tell you how I feel. First of all, I felt like it should have been an honor to have been in the KBW first ever pay-per-view. But when I come to the ring, and there's 5 other nobodies out there for me to face. 3 of them I've never even seen before. And the other 2, D-Man and Lomi Whore, I could crush them. Easy. I've done so before.
Yes, you have.
And so, I felt like it was a downgrade for a former World Heavyweight Champion to have been in that match with all those nobodies. No offense, Cage. I love you to death. We're brothers. But I should have been in that main event. I should have had a shot at the World Heavyweight title against AK-47.
Why do you feel that way?
Well, first, mine and AK-47 first match, my foot was clearly on the ropes. Clearly. So then we gotta do it again. Have another match. And sure, yeah. I said I quit. I did. But shouldn't I have my rematch? Shouldn't I have another shot? He had another shot.
Okay, so let me straighten this out for the KBW world. And first of all, I love you too. I feel like we're brothers too. I'm glad you said that. Now, next up, this man had a match with AK-47. This is one of the top viewed videos, so I know you all have checked it out. If you haven't, go watch it. This man, y'all have seen it. Y'all have commented about it. His foot was on the ropes. So the referee dumbly counted 1, 2, 3 and named AK the new world heavyweight champion when this man's leg was clearly on the springs. It should have been a rope break, clearly. But it wasn't. And though it was counted as a no contest, they had a rematch. What shouldn't have been called a rematch, it should have been called the first match, because that one went to a no contest. And yes, you did say I quit, but what you're trying to tell everyone is that should have been only the first match, and y'all should have had a second match. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Strong words, strong words. He even called these men nobodies, and which I firmly agree with. Now, let's move on to the next question. Many of you have seen it. Many of you have rewound it and replayed it plenty of times. The man fell off the trampoline on top of his neck. The beast hit his finishing maneuver, the runaway train, knocked the bulldozer off of the trampoline and all 300 pounds on his neck. The world wants to know, are you okay? I don't even know how you're standing. How are you not paralyzed? You took a gruesome fall. So the world wants to know, how are you doing?
It's funny that you asked that. You think a little fall like that on my neck would hurt me, the bulldozer? I'm the biggest and baddest man in KBW. A little fall like that doesn't hurt me from the little runaway train move. I could have put the beast in 10 times more pain. Easily. I could have broken his neck. So I'm fine, to answer your question. I'm fine.
I 100% agree. You know, I didn't recruit the bulldozer because he was a slack off, or that he couldn't do the things that I know and I want him to do. Okay, this man is the biggest and baddest dude in KBW, and we are a part of Execution. And Execution are the toughest men, not only in KBW, but the toughest wrestlers in the world. Okay? We take blood, we take shots, we take chair shots, weapon shots, anything you throw at us, we take it. And we get back up, just like the bulldozer got back up and kept fighting. That's when I knew you were okay. I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into this company. He's poured his blood, sweat, and tears in this company. Execution have poured their blood, sweat, and tears into this company. So, for all you fans that don't think we got what it takes to get back up, knock us down one more time and we'll show you exactly how we get back up. Now, to move on. After the match was over, D-Man had clearly won. The world wants to know why. Why did you do what you did? This man went on a rampage, knocked down every single competitor, hit 3 men with bulldozers, and then he destroyed the whole place by throwing chairs and ladders and playhouses, and then he lifted Lomi Horde above his head, tossed him onto every other competitor that was in the match. And the match is already over. Then he does the unthinkable. A trademark, if I say so myself. He grabbed the edge of the trampoline, lifted it high above his head by himself, and tossed it with ease onto 5 other superstars. And I need to know, do you have any remorse? The world wants to know, do you feel bad about what you did? You could have threatened 5 other superstars' careers and maybe even their life. How do you feel about that, Bulldozer?
Think I feel bad about what I did? You think I'm gonna go to the hospital and check on those 5 other men? You think I'm gonna just say, oh, I'm not gonna do that again? No. I don't feel bad. I'm actually glad I did it. I would do it again to every single one of them if I had to.
I knew the answer before I asked it. You could care less how those men feel. Okay, you were angry. I saw the anger in your face. They got what they deserved. But D-Man won the match. So do you have anything to say to D-Man?
All I have to say to D-Man is, I'm coming after that money in the bank. Whether he'll fight me for it or I have to come take it. It's up to him. But in the end, I promise it's going to be mine.
So is that a challenge?
Yes, it is.
Well, D-Man, you heard it. The Bulldozer's challenging you for that money in the bank briefcase. So, this has been an interview with the biggest and baddest man in KBW. Now, KBW has now launched their own Twitter pages. This man is at KBW the Bulldozer, and I am at KBW Cage. Go follow us on Twitter and ask all the questions you want. He is the biggest and baddest man in KBW. I am the best at what I do, Mr. Better Than You. And we are Execution. And we will come after you and take you out and win all the champions in KBW because we're Execution.
And we can.
And we approve this message. And that was the interview with the Bulldozer. Like I said, he's angry, and I'm angry for him. But he's okay, his neck's feeling better, and he's back in action. Now, like I said, go follow us on Twitter. Me, at KBW Cage. Follow me on Twitter. You ask questions about KBW, and I'll be sure to answer each and every one of them. At the Bulldozer, at KBW Bulldozer. Follow him on Twitter, and I promise you, he will answer all your questions. We also have a Facebook page. Go like it, go ask us questions, and we'll answer all the questions for you there. Now, if you didn't watch the Money in the Bank, like I said, go watch it. Because now, here's the spoiler of who won the Money in the Bank. AK conducted an interview with the winner today. Roll that footage.
Hey everybody, I'm AK-47, the former world heavyweight champion, and I'm here to conduct a live interview with Mr. Money in the Bank, D-Man. D-Man, I got a couple of questions to ask you. First off, how does it feel on winning the Money in the Bank?
AK-47, it feels awesome, but one thing I hated is I didn't get to celebrate after I won the match.
Yeah, I saw that. The Bulldozer just went crazy. I don't know what's wrong with him. He did that before when I was his mentor. I don't know what Kate's been teaching him, man. And that's another question I want to ask you. Like, when he did that to y'all, the other 5 superstars, when he did that to you, what do you guys say to the Bulldozer right now? What do you guys say to him after he did that?
Well, I noticed that he called me out earlier, and I'm still debating on what I should do. Should I fight him or not? Because I defeated him and all the other superstars in that match.
Yes, you did. I saw it. You defeated the Bulldozer, Tornado, the Beast, Pac-Man, Lomi Horror Assassino. A lot of good competitors there, and you beat them all.
I'm proud of that, too. See, I'm still banged up, and it hurts really bad. But just to know that I won it, and I came out on top, that's what pushes me the most to go get the champion.
I got another question to ask. Now that you are the Money in the Bank, and see that Cage is the undisputed champion and the world heavyweight champion, which championship are you gonna go for?
See, that's the deal. That's going to be a surprise. Y'all just need to be waiting.
We heard from D-Man, folks. We don't know what he's going to do yet. He's still debating if he wants to go for the World Heavyweight Championship or the Undisputed Championship. And I'm AK-47. You just saw D-Man say that how he feels on winning the Money in the Bank and how he feels on what the Bulldozer did to him in that match. And you'll see me later in this video because I got some stuff to talk about myself. See you later. What was that? You hear that? What was that? What's going on? What the? Hey man, you alright? The crap, Bulldozer. Hey, somebody help this man. Get the paramedics out. D-Man, can you hear me?
I am Cage. Like I said, you saw the interview with the winner, D-Man. Now, if you didn't watch mine and AK's match, go watch it. Because it was a great match. And the winner was none other than myself, Cage. I am the World Heavyweight Champion. I am the Undisputed Champion. I am the Champions of Champions. Mr. Better Than You. That's what they call me. That's what I go by now. The best at what I do, Mr. Better Than You. Yeah, it rhymes. Don't hate me. Just be jealous. Now, we had an amazing match. Me and AK, the greatest match you ever seen. There was ladders. There was weapons. There were everything. I even flipped off the freaking roof. But it had one flaw. I told everyone. I told my parents. I told my friends. I told my girlfriend. I told them all. I was going to do this by myself. No execution. No Bulldozer. No Nick Frazier. No outside interference. Cage was going to prove to the world and to each and every one of you I can do it by myself. But then something happened. No one expected to happen. As me and AK were both laying bloodied in this ring, both knocked down, none other than one man came out. He took a steel chair, and as I thought he was about to knock me out with it, he turned to his best friend and knocked him right over the head with a steel chair. This man is none other than the man who took a hiatus, a 3-month hiatus from KBW. This man is the man who I fought in a tables match, and this was the man that was AK's so-called best friend. He is CJ. Bring him out here. Calm down, man. Calm down. No need for the weapon. No need. Put the chair down, man. Come on. Now, before we get this interview started, and before I get to my questions, I need you to get something straight with each and every one of these people. Look them in that camera's face, look me in the eyes in front of everyone, and tell them he's not a part of execution, he's not my friend, and I don't like him. I didn't pay him, I didn't ask him to come out here, and I didn't want him to do it. I wanted to win by myself, and this man not only screwed AK out of the championship, he screwed me out of winning it by myself. So tell the world that you ain't a part of execution.
Screw execution. Execution ain't nothing with me. Execution can't hang with me.
So you just admitted that you're not a part of execution. I didn't ask you to do this or nothing.
I did this for my reasons.
Well, there you have it. I don't like him. I didn't want him. He's not a part of execution. He's not my friend. So now let's get to the serious questions. CJ, you and AK, I thought, were best friends. You and AK, excuse the cliche, but we're two peas in a pod. Why did this go down like it went down? You had a concussion and were out. Why did you come out here and do this?
Why did AK screw me out of my title shot?
Wait a minute. AK screwed you
Clearly the world saw you came out here and screwed him. I put you through a table. And at the end of the day, your hand got raised. I beat you in the tables match, and your hands got raised.
So now you're going back 3-4 months ago in the tables match. You, let me get this straight to everybody. He puts AK through a table, whether it was accidental or not. He put him through the table, and then he wound up putting me through a table. But when AK got back up, I was standing with the title in my hand, and CJ was where the broken table was. Go check that match out if you ain't checked it out either. But that was 2 months ago. I thought, I mean, you were granted a rematch. You were granted a rematch. Where were you at for the rematch?
I never got a call. AK said he called me. I never got a phone call, no text, no Facebook, no
Whoa,
tweet,
hold up. You're saying, AK, I saw it. I heard it. I was in an interview, and I was ready to fight you for the rematch. But then AK said that you were too injured to show up.
AK's a liar.
He's a liar.
He never called me. I never talked to him. Who
So
was he
wait.
on the phone with?
Who what? That's what I'm asking you. You weren't on the phone with AK.
No.
This is a shocking revelation that I didn't even know. CJ just stood here, looked me in my eyes, and told me he wasn't on the phone with AK-47. But wait, there was another phone call. When AK fought Bulldoze in the rematch it was an I Quit match. He called you and said you were doing better.
I haven't heard from AK in 3 or 4 months.
Wow, this is... Now I'm still stuck here with more questions. Now I want to ask AK's question. The fact of the matter is, at the end of the night, on that pay-per-view, you come out of nowhere and screwed your best friend. Why?
I had to. It's what he did to me. I just wanted to give him
So wait,
just
wait,
a
you
little
said-
bit. Just a little bit of the stuff he gave me for me having to give my belt and see somebody else have it.
You screwed AK.
AK screwed me.
AK screwed you. What did he screw you out of?
My belt, my rematch, everything.
But y'all were best friends.
I thought that too.
So you're saying AK screwed you out of your rematch? Out of the match between me and you? And out of your friendship? Is that what you're saying? You saying AK, you and AK are no
I thought AK was my best friend. And he screwed me out of the biggest friendship I ever thought I had.
Well, now I have questions for him. I'm sure he's got questions for you. Let's bring out the assassin, AK-47. Sporting some new music, I think. Let's go, assassin.
What does that all that mean? Oh, I'm different, yeah,
You at, AK?
I'm different, yeah, I'm different.
Waiting on the assassin.
Different, yeah, I'm different. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. Pull up to the scene with my
Come on, let's go. I want to talk. Let's go.
Back up. Cut the music. Cut the music. Cut the music. Before you get in this ring and do something we may all regret, let's calm down a little bit and talk this out. Okay? AK, this man just told the world that you didn't call him, that you lied to each and every one of these people. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. And the reason that is because every time I tried to call him, he would never answer the phone. He would never answer my text. I did what I had to do. The show must go on. I did what I had to do, CJ. You would not answer none of my phone calls. Nothing. You're a ghost to me. Only reason I said that is people were worried about you. I didn't want them to worry no more. That's why I said those things about you, that you was getting better.
So, it seems to me that we got a little dilemma here. And frankly, to me, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Because he says that there were no phone calls and no text, and he says that CJ never answered the phone. I hate to say this, but I feel like freaking Jerry Springer right now. At the end of the day, got to say to him?
Only thing I say, CJ, is why? Why'd you come out there at the biggest match of my life and just take the title from me? I had that match won.
Why'd you give my title shot to D-Man? Why?
Because I called you. The show must
Did you
go
talk
on.
to me? Calm down. Calm down. Did you talk down? Calm down. Let's just talk this out. Come on, calm down. God, this is my show. I'm the champion. Calm the freak down. AK, I don't know what there is left to say. Do you have anything left to say?
All I know is that, CJ, I respect you. You was a good friend to me, but that was just wrong what you did. And I'm sorry for what happened. I really am. But you should have answered my phone calls. I gave the shot to D-Man because he was ready. The show must go on. And, the show must go on is all I gotta say. And that, for real, I just wanna, hey! Oh! Hey!
Get off up. Come on, stop.
Come on, let's go! I'm ready! Let's
Get
go!
off the ring.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Calm down.
Get out of my face, Cage! Out of my face! Let's go! I want you!
Come on, break it up, go. Go, leave. Leave. You want this? I'll settle this right now.
Let's go!
Next week, CJ versus AK. Friendship's over. One of these men will get a shot at the KBW World Heavyweight Championship. Me versus CJ. Me versus AK. It doesn't matter. It's going to be CJ versus AK. The winner gets a shot
Got
at
you
me.
next week.
I'll
Can't
see
wait
you
to get
next
my
week.
hands on you.
I'll see you next week. End it.
Next week.